So I'm Brady Jolly. This is the Meet the Team podcast with Jolly Plumbing, Drains, Heating, and Air. And we're with my buddy Tino today.
What's going on, you guys?
We're just going to get to know Tino today and just talk a little bit about you and why you got in the trade and everything else, man. So let's hop into it. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me, man. Well, I got into the trades because of my uncle. He's a master plumber. He's been doing it for about 40 years. So it was just like something I gravitated to once I got like a big boy job. So and then to meet you guys and help me like move further in my career, it's just been awesome.
So I know you've kind of popped around and lived in other states and stuff. So
Yeah.
tell us about like where you grew up. Then talk about your family, what you do for fun. Like, let's just talk about that at first.
Okay. All right. Well, I grew up in Cincinnati. That's where I'm from, downtown Cincinnati. I'm a football kid, so I grew up playing football all my life. I was like one of the best defensive ends in Cincinnati. Check me out.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Woodward, and we went undefeated in 08 and 09 seasons. So we were like the best in the Cincinnati Conference. So
I wouldn't want to try to block you, bro.
yeah, man, I was a beast. So, but yeah, I grew up playing football. I love my family and my kids that I have right now. Got Christian and Renaya.
How old are they?
5 and 6 years old. Yeah, and it's really cool, man, watching them grow up, just learning new words every day, just doing things that I wouldn't expect young humans to be doing. So it's really
awesome,
cool
man.
to watch them grow up. So, but yeah, man.
What do you do for fun?
I like to play sports. Obviously, we got a basketball court here at the Jolly office, man. It's awesome. Me and the guys get together a few times a week, and we just like to play basketball. I'm just really active, man. I love to be outside with the kids, fishing, doing a little hunting. I'm getting into the guns now, so
Nice.
just learning a little bit more about
What have you hunted for?
we done rabbits, little quails, stuff like that. None of the big stuff yet, but I've been meeting a lot of customers that like do elk hunting and go on these big hunts, man. So
So are you doing the you using a 12 gauge with that when you shotgun?
with the rabbits, the rabbits.
Yeah,
You know
the
what's going on, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun, dude.
Yeah, man, it is.
fun.
They quick, so like I'm a little heavier now, so I feel like I have a little tougher time getting to them. But my son, like he's growing up, man, so I'm gonna use him to go and catch him, man, darting those bushes.
Well, you talking about basketball. So I remember when we interviewed you a couple years ago. You know, you were sitting down when I came in the room, and we started talking about. You know, you're talking about basketball, and I'm like, yeah, man, we can play some hoops and stuff. And then when you stood up after the interview, I'm like, whoa, this is a big dude. I don't know.
Yeah, man, I remember that day vividly, man. It was really cool to meet you.
Well, what do you like to do with Christian and Renaya? What do they do for fun?
Well, Christian is a Legos guy,
Nice.
so he loves anything Legos, man. I had a customer give us like some Christmas Legos not too long ago for Christmas, and he's still playing with those now, building up stuff, and it's just cool. I think he's gonna be like my little architect or like engineer or something like that. And Renaya's just really into like girly things, lipstick, makeup, and she's only 5, so yeah. So
That's cool, man. Well, let's shift gears kind of to work. Tell us about, so you were plumbing in Cincinnati, and then didn't you move?
yeah. So I started with like help plumbing. Help plumbing gave me like the basics though, like telling me what a toilet is, what a wrench is, and stuff like that. Giving me like the bare minimum. But they were really cool too, and they gave us like an 18-step process, just like how to handle a call. But it was broken down way better here. And then I moved down to Georgia, and I did like a hard internship with my uncle for a couple of years, and like made bare minimum money, man. So it was cool to come up here, meet you guys, and just pursue my dreams in plumbing and make a good living. So it was cool.
And how long have you worked for us now?
I've been with you guys. I'm going on my 3rd year now.
Heck yeah, man.
Real
I
talk,
love
going
it.
on my 3rd year.
Crazy, man. It's awesome.
Time flying, yeah.
So tell us about like what drew you to the trades? Like, why do you like being in the trades, and what's like your favorite things about it?
Well, my girlfriend would say that I'm really good with taking things apart, but I used to break things as a kid, man, and have to fix it before I could get in trouble. So I just carried that skill with me all through my life, and it just helped me be like more mechanically inclined, think about things a little bit deeper, how to fix problems, with mechanical issues, of course.
Well, you know, Tino, what I think you're one of the best at here, like one of the best I've seen, is just like connecting to people, both like internally and with customers. Like, you don't ever walk in a room and people aren't smiling. Like you're hugging people and like everybody's happy when you're there, and that like resonates with the customers so much. Like, you read these reviews and people are like raving about them. Like, you couldn't write a better review. So tell me, like, what is that? How do you connect so deeply with people and with customers?
Man, I've been in like customer service all my life. My mother and grandmother were always like servers, whether it was in a church or at a hospital or something like that, man. So I feel like that was just passed along to me. And when I meet people, I just try to be genuine. So if I'm coming into your house, I'm coming to help you out. Not try to break the bank, but we're going to obviously give you great estimates. So I just feel like it's me being enthusiastic and empathetic about helping people.
Cool. What is it that you like about working at Jolly?
Oh, I love everything about Jolly, man. Like you said, the culture. You come into work, everybody's like happy and smiling, and we always doing something here with the company. And you guys are just really cool, man. Like when I started, like I said, I had like a checklist. I wanted to meet guys who were, cool, nice, would help me gather my education with the plumbing and give me time to grow, and not just like, oh, you need to be doing this, you need to be picking it up, and you guys allow me to do that, man. So I'm forever grateful to you guys.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah. That's awesome. So, and all of us in the trades, like, we have our stuff that we get into that's just wild. There's some wild things that happen in this business, right?
Yeah.
So talk about like, what's some of the craziest stuff you've ever seen out there?
Oh man, it gets crazy in the field. But like another one of my traits is like to be calm in the storm. So when something's really going bad, like we had a PRV that we installed, and the union broke on it, and it wasn't something that we did. It was just like a manufacturer's issue, but the customer's basement was a little wet at the end of the day, and I think we called it like the Jolly Oops.
Yep.
Like we just came in and we took care of the situation. We took ownership, and it was really cool to have that, man. It was like it instilled something different in me too, where I just knew I could always be honest about anything, no matter what, even if it's something I didn't know I did.
That's cool.
But, yeah, no real crazy days.
Do you have any stories about something that's happened with a customer? Anything come to mind?
Well, I don't have any really crazy stories, but I do got customers that like I built a really like unique bond with.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, so I got a customer. His name is Robert Williams. Bob, hey Bob. Just maybe like I haven't seen him in like a year. So after doing some work for him, so he was just on my heart. Like I was just thinking about him, and I was looking at my iPad, and I was just wondering, like, man, I hope my next call is like Robert Williams. And the next call was Robert. So,
no way.
And I seen him, and he was just so happy to see me. It was just like a really genuine friendship. So
that's cool, man. You built that friendship. That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's like the best stories that I have with customers. That's building great relationships with them, where it even goes past plumbing. They be like, man, just take my number. I would like to hang out with you, have a beer with you, So
that's what it's all about, man.
That's what
it's all about connecting to people, making people happy. That's great, man.
For sure.
Okay, so when we get into crawl spaces and we get into attics and you get into like all these crazy situations, like when you get a job, and it comes across your iPad, what's a job first of all that you get and you're like, man, this one, oh dang, this is gonna be tough. Like, what are some that you kind of cringe when you get the job?
Oh man, like a drain call or something like that. Not a drain call, but like a drain that we couldn't successfully open. So now we got to drain everything from the bottom and redo the piping, man. Those are the worst.
When you got to empty that clean out?
Oh, man, I'd have had some where, yeah, man, you got to inch it off and you seeing the sewage just spilling out, man. And you try to jump back real quick, but of course you get a little bit on your legs. So
Oh, you said, bro, you got to work on that quick footwork.
yeah, man. So those are the worst things, man.
All right. What about the best? Like when you get something that comes across your iPad, you're like, oh man, I'm about to crush this. This is like my favorite type of job.
I would say like an interior water leak because it's an issue going on that you're unaware of. So I get a chance to show you like my attention to detail, explain to you the system, how it all works in like a chain link, and just build up some great options from there. So I feel like interior water leaks are the best. Plus, we can get our Jolly Cleaning and Restoration team out there to get them some work too, and get a little bit more help taking care of the customer and deflating that bubble. So
You know, something unique about us here is like our thorough evaluation. So every single call, we do a thorough evaluation on the system. I think you're really good at that thorough evaluation, you know, and you're good at educating the customer on things. Talk about that and talk about the importance of doing a thorough evaluation on every call.
So, a thorough evaluation on every call is super important, man. It's like you could be going in for a toilet issue of just replacing a field valve, but like I said, everything is like chain linked together. So, it's a reason why that field valve failed. So, the thorough evaluation just allows us to explore the system a little bit more, get a little bit more knowledge about it. And try to come up with solutions to take care of for the customer, not only for right then and there, but for the long term. So
Yeah, and then, you know, we have so many new products we're offering, like the water quality and
that's a big one.
you know, the Mow-in-One and the Laundry
Laundry
Pro
Pro,
and all this stuff. So talk about like what are some of your favorite products that we're offering and why?
All right, so I just installed a softener last night. Like a softener or a filter combo, like they come with like Wi-Fi and all the stuff to just keep you updated with your system, like from your phone for the people who love like a smart home type deal. But other than that, I mean, it cleans up the water in your home, just protecting everything that uses using water. So all your plumbing fixtures will be protected from that calcium buildup and all those harmful things that they put inside of our water. So that's like my favorite thing to offer, and my favorite new product that we've added. But everything is really dope.
Cool. All right. When you're, you know, we work in crawl spaces a lot, right? You're a pretty big dude to be crawling around in a crawl space.
Yeah.
You're lucky about that too, because usually when there's a crawl space job, they call up like the littlest dude in the company, so you don't usually get those calls, right?
Yeah.
But when you do, if you're crawling around in a crawl space, what are some critters that like it's the last thing you want to see in there?
Man, I hate to say this because I'm a big dude, man, but I hate to see anything in a crawl space, man. I had a crawl space that had kittens in there. I was scared of the kittens, man. Well, I thought they sounded like cougars, to be fair.
Like
it was dark. I thought a cougar was going to jump out on me or something, but it turns out it was a kitten, man. But
I wish I had a video of that.
So, the bumps and creaks in the night get a little more scarier under there.
Yeah.
But when you get into the job, man, you get to not thinking about it. So
that's cool, man. Yeah. So like, think about, you know, we all kind of know these older dudes that have been in the trades forever.
Yeah.
You know, I think like, you know, me and you around the same age. We're like kind of the next generation in plumbing,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Like, talk about like what you see in your career and like, and then the ability to like train guys up and like how you see that progressing. Like, you know, one of us, we were talking about like, you hear these guys like talk about like lead pours back in the day. Like, you know, we don't know anything about that, right? But we're soldering and stuff. And it's kind of like, man, in like 20 years, they're even going to be soldering or is everything going to be pro press, you know? So like anything like that you see changing.
Oh man, it's new tools every day, man. I get on like YouTube and I see a different new tool that I want every day. And I do see the comments where I like this guy named Replumb. He's like, hey boy, like, so he's just mimicking like a old time plumber, talking smack about the young guys using his Pro Press tool. He said, get that Pro Press off my job, boy. So yeah, so I love things like that, man. I love all the new innovations that's coming with plumbing. I have met a plumber who he strictly worked with older tools. So he gave me like a hand crank drill from like his grandfather passed it down to him and stuff like that. So I know we got it easy now, man. But
No doubt.
Yeah, I hate to work in those old days, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no doubt. I hear you. Well, that's cool, man. Well, Tino, you're like just a joy to be around, man. Seriously,
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
come
bro.
in and people are happy. Like I love your presence, man. Like I appreciate everything you've done for us. Appreciate you making customers happy. Absolutely love working with you. So
Man, you
I
got
know
it,
you
bro.
already know it. Anything we can do for you, man, you just tell us, and we're here. I look forward to working with you for a really long time,
You
man.
too, man.
Appreciate you being on the pod.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me. We love you guys. And Jolly's the greatest, man. Real talk.
Appreciate you, bro.